Okay, let's keep going here now. The ones that have parentheses, all right, this whole quantity is squared. Okay, so right off the bat, I'll rewrite it here. Right off the bat, I can just take the square root of the entire quantity, and again, anything squared and I take the square root of it, it's going to kind of cancel that out. So I'm just going to have x plus 5. Now, whatever I do to one side, I have to do to the other. Now, you have to be extremely careful here because when I take the square root of 10, I want the positive and the negative root of 10. And you need to write that down in this step. Because the very next step is to subtract 5 from both sides. So the left side is just x. And on the right side, how are we going to write this? We're going to write this the whole number first, plus or minus square root of 10. And that's our final answer. We're going to leave it just like that. So you see that this is very important that you write the positive and negative root of 10, not just square root of 10. All right, same thing here. Now before, oops, I'm going to square that. So before we're going to take the square root, we have this 4 that's sitting out front. So, if I look at PEMDAS backwards, adding, subtracting, well, that's inside the parentheses, so I'm not going to mess with that. And then I have multiplication out here. So how do I get rid of the multiplication? I divide. So 4 divided by 4, that's going to cancel out. So I have x plus 3 squared equals 104 divided by 4 is 26. That's negative 26 because there's a negative there. So now I'm kind of right back to where I was up here. I'm going to just square root both sides. I have x plus 3. Well, I guess you don't really need that in parentheses anymore. And then this is I square roots of 26. Then, really to solve this, all I have to do is subtract 3 from both sides. I'll have x equals this. Now, when I took the square root of this and I wrote it down in a simplified form, I need to write plus and minus both roots, the positive and negative root. So this is going to be negative 3 plus or minus I square roots of 26. I know that looks like a weird answer, but we have an imaginary root, and that's that.